And I'm live. Here we go. Hey, folks, this is a little different than usual. I know I owe you a video this week. In fact, I already watched the video I'm supposed to be doing a review for. I did watch the video. What was it called? I hate found footage, which is on Found TV. Not a sponsor. I just like them. Uh, Great, but I've been moving. I have been moving, and this has been a move from hell. I swear to God, nothing's gone right. I I have so much stuff left at the old place, and, the way it turned out, we ended up paying rent at both places, so I have a whole month, strictly speaking, to catch up on everything, but it's just such a mess right now. I've got boxes everywhere, and there's still so much more to bring over. This is what happens when you don't move for a while. You don't purge, and you end up with, like, just piles of stuff kicking around. You gotta work through it all. So this is sort of by way of apology. I'm sorry I'm not making an official video yet. I'll hit it up next week and hopefully do more than one at a time. In the meantime, I thought I'd talk about the announcement of VHS SCP. This is one of two. There's like going to be VHS mixtape that's coming out this year, and then VHS SCP, which is next year. Mixtape, who knows what it's going to be? Just sounds like a grab bag or whatever. I don't know. VHS series has been kind of, I don't know. It's been a hit or miss, right? From one to the next, you never really know what you're going to get. Uh, and I'll do a lot of videos about the VHS series the next while. But I do want to talk about VHS SCP because it's the first time I've been a little apprehensive about a VHS movie. VHS in general is, it's all over the place. You expect a little bit of mess, but the thing about it is it's always creative. It's always just out of the blue. But SCP has always struck me as a way of, oh, hang on, let me just fix this. All right. SCP has always struck me as a way of reducing or compartmentalizing something that should be incredible and wonderful and over the top. And I'll give you an example. Like say you have some creature out in the woods that's snatching people, and you never quite get a sense. It's so fast that you never really see it, and it's just seems to like move through the trees like without making almost any sound. You do hear it when it gets close, and when it gets you, it's massive and it's just pummeling the hell out of anyone it finds. This is an interesting monster. Or you could just call it a moose. That's a moose. And now it's boring. I don't want to watch the Moose movie. That's what SCP does for me. SCP defines and codifies the creature. It takes a nice clear photo. It lists all its abilities and how it works. So you get a sense that you understand it, that you got a beat on it, that you nailed it. And so now it's just a freaking animal. I don't care. And that's that. So for me, SCP has always been sort of a removal of the mystery, a removal of the mystique. And so I don't know. I'm worried about this becoming a thing with VHS, a series that's you never know what you're going to get. And I want to say one other thing. I'm going to do deep dives into all of the VHS movies, but hey, buddy. But I do want to address VHS Viral real quick because people complain about VHS Viral as like the worst one. All right, Howie, come here. Come here, bud. Come here, Howie. Anyway, what was I saying? Um, yeah, but I think the what people miss about VHS Viral is that the individual segments were often pretty darn good. It's just the wrapper. The wrapper was a real problem because it was directionless and it went on and on and on. You'd have kids on bikes casually following policemen who are casually following this truck around and there was no real indication that the truck, the ice cream truck or whatever it was really what was it doing? What was it doing? It's hard to say that it was doing anything. And then it all just kind of like adds up to nothing. At the end of the movie, you end up catching up with the truck, and why do I care? Like, the police were just suddenly gone. Police never tried to stop this thing. Everybody who was chasing it was suddenly gone. It was just like this nothing. It's this weird, like, we spent a lot of time on it and it went nowhere. The weirdest thing. So no wonder people think about VHS viral as like the weak one, but the individual segments, the pieces, they were actually not bad at all. Some really fun, good things in there. You doing all right, buddy? Can I put you down yet? This guy, man, when he decides he wants attention, that's the end of it. Um, I think that was it. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I got to be honest, I spent like all day yesterday out in the sun building this guy a catio for the front porch so he could go out the window and hang out. And it's great, but it took so long, and I'm just exhausted. Too much heat. Smacked my head just about an hour ago off the damn shoe rack. I'm just beat. I'm tired. I'll make a video next week. I'll promise. And now that I have a space that I have a little bit better control over, the production is going to be a lot easier for me. So I'll be able to keep up with it. Also, I've been thinking about changing the way I do these videos. A little bit more storytelling and a little bit more organization. I want to do like creature features as like a separate thing. I've been thinking actually about titling that after an old SCP sketch, Monster Chiller Horror Theater. I don't know if anyone but me will get that joke or reference, and I don't know if I care. But but there's that. I want to do Koji's Corner where I talk about quote Koji Shirashi stuff. That's like a regular segment. I do that on a regular basis because the guy has contributed more than anyone. And what else was it? Hopefully the cat didn't just wreck the stream. Okay, we're good. I wanted to do movies that disturb me because there's a select number of them, so I wanted to put them in a list. And just no budget features. But each one of these, I mean, I'm still doing individual reviews for the movie, so one video per review. But I just wanted to put them in like mini series. That way, if there was like a specific type of thing you were interested in, you could binge it a little easier. So that's coming up. That's all stuff that I'm working out. I'm not the most organized person in the world, and I don't like marketing. So that's sort of what it comes down to. But I think it might be a nice way to sort of wrap it all up in a way that like helps people just focus on the thing they like. Because when I'm looking at this giant spreadsheet of movies, it just started to realize I started to realize that like how am I going to make this useful to people? It's just a bunch of crap, and you got to Google through it. I mean, that's and no one wants to watch like days upon days of video of me talking about movies. They'll all blend together. So, how do I make all this useful? And so as I started thinking about bundles and sub lists, I think the big inspiration for that was Red Letter Media, who, chances are you already know because they're amazing. But Red Letter Media does like Best of the Worst. They do a bunch of other series that for some reason aren't going into my head. I don't know why. Uh, anyway, I was also thinking about making this little guy here, my little co-star. Scaredy Bat. He's afraid of everything. Thought he might like it. Anyway, little gift from my wife. Have it. Okay, enough of me being lame. Gonna get offline. Yeah, leave a comment if there's something you want to see on the channel. See you next time. Bye bye.